From the new front lines of the pandemic,
half of them are intubated on ventilators. One of them required CPR for the first 3 hours of our shift.
The kind of horror stories we heard from New York this spring as the death rate skyrocketed. But experts say there has been real progress in fighting the pandemic. In ICUs, doctors are now delaying putting patients on ventilators, instead treating them with 100% oxygen and on their stomachs to allow better blood and O2 flow. They're using blood thinners to avoid blood clots and strokes. They now have the drug remdesivir to treat the sickest patients. And researchers just reported that steroids are also saving lives.
We are doing a better job of preserving life, but there's still a lot of people who haven't been infected. This is a virus that's probably only infected between 5 to 7% of the population right now. So it has a long way to go.
The good news, the FDA today said there's no evidence people can contract COVID from food or food packaging. It's most often transmitted between people in close contact. But interestingly, in cities like Minneapolis and Philadelphia, which saw big protests recently, no sign of a surge in cases. Possibly because protesters were outside in warmer, humid temperatures, many wearing masks. Researchers are seeing a surge in cities where people have tried to escape the heat by congregating without masks, inside with air conditioning and poor ventilation. If cities and states don't limit large gatherings, experts warn America's death toll could soar later this year.
We don't have to hit 200,000 this fall. We don't have to hit 300,000 by the winter. Those are all up to us. But if we don't take it seriously and if we don't act aggressively, unfortunately, I do worry that those are the kinds of numbers we're going to be seeing by the end of this calendar year.
President Trump's former FDA commissioner with a stark warning.
There's certainly a possibility that we face a second wave in the fall that could be bigger than the first wave.
And the first wave, with 120,000 dead, isn't even over yet. Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.